Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. And today we have some updates from Zebec. And we're talking mainly about the Zebec and the ETFs that are currently in process or possibly in process or could be coming down the line. So let me know what you guys think and see what is going on. Happy Halloween. It is October 31st, and I suspect we'll be pumping for November. I know we got delayed with a lot of things that are happening politically for October. So we're thinking we might make it up in November. We might run it all back. So let's see what's going on. What up, Silver Days, BTM Crypto News Network. Zebec. Thank you all that watched the XRP video earlier today. I actually made that video yesterday, but had to change my software to what is that? What is this? CatCut, because the other software started getting glitchy. I'm not sure if you noticed it, but let me know what you think of that video. Is it better? Looks like it's better quality. I just got to figure out how to get the um, B-rolls involved. And if I can get the B-rolls, we're sticking with CapCut. Or I saw another software I might use as well, but I'm leaving the Veet software and probably sticking with CapCut because for some reason Veet doesn't let me upload videos. It's a long story, but let's get back to the news. What up, Tony T? Where you been, fam? Let's go BTM. Yazim, what's going on? We're back. We are live because we're doing it all live. Let me see. Let's start the screen share and see what we can see. Turn the spotlight on. Put it in your face so you can see it up close and personal. So this is our sponsor, uh, Caleb and Brown. Caleb and Brown is a unique brokerage for crypto. They help you and your people new to crypto that aren't used to crypto, don't understand, need some help and guidance. They also self-custody the crypto. And I know a few of you guys have been signing up because I can see it on my end. And I do have my own personal broker, which I do need to talk to. I need to hit this guy up. I keep saying I don't need to do, but your boy is busy trying to see what's going on with crypto. But I do need to hit him up to make sure everything is good and people are signing up and things are going okay. But they will talk to you anytime you call them. They're based out of Australia, so even if you call them late or early in the morning, they'll be there. They'll help you. They'll guide you through whatever your questions are or whatever you need. So make sure you use my link in the description to sign up for Caleb and Brown. Shout out to Caleb and Brown and the crypto brokerage. And let's see what we got here. This is Silver Days. What up, Tony T? Yazim, what up, Silver Days? Tony T definitely bought the dip. So shout out to everyone who bought the dip. Let's see. Let's look at the holders real quick. So for holders, we're at 87,419. Currently, last 4 hours, we picked up 12 hours, we picked up 28. For the day, we picked up 47. 3 days, we picked up 136. For the week, we picked up 442. For 2 weeks, we picked up 894. 30 days, we picked up 3,342. So let me know what you guys think. Close this guy out. This is SoloScan. SoloScan says 87,419. Let's open up What is this? Coin Market Cap and Live Coin Watch. That's weird. Let me see. We didn't check the bubbles. I knew we missed something. Live Coin Watch with a Zebec and Coin Market Cap and Coin Market Cap for Zebec and Market Cap with Zebec and the bubbles. Let's see. This is Coin Market Cap. Checking out the bubbles real quick. I forgot something. This is Silver Days. Tony T, don't be afraid to buy the dip. This is going places, not financial advice. Let's freaking go. So on the bubbles, looks like FTT, looks like the market bounced back pretty quick from yesterday's madness. FTT is up 9.8. Assembly AI is up 8.3. Hash flow is up 4.3. Metals up 1.1. Chrono is up 3.1. Luna is up 0.9. Shiv's up 3.9. ICP is up 2.9. Peanut, the squirrel's up 4.3. Leo's up 5.2. Near's up 1.1. GigaChad's up 1.8. Mr. Miggles is up 7.3. AIXBT's up 8.3. AI Tech's up 2.8. Nero's up 4.3. Render's up 1%. The Cam is up 1.5. Alchemy Pays up 2.8. Bitcoin is up 1.8. I think that's why we're green today. Back up to 109K, got up to 110, up 0.2 on the hour. Let's see here. Honda's up 0.8. World tokens down 4.9. Flare's up 1%. Litecoin's up 2.9. Helium is up 12.2. Stronghold is up 3.5. Swarms is up 19.5. Bitensor Tau, so I would have got in when it was down, is up 21.4% today, 26.5 on the week, 52.9 on the month, 1.6 on the hour. AI16Z is up 22.7. Virtuals is up 7.3. I did buy this XPR on the dip. It is up 6.1 on the day, 1.1 down on the hour, 9.1 on the week, down 25.7 on the month, and up 490 on the year. Bonk is up 6.5 on the day, 0.9 on the hour, down 3.4 on the week, up 31.9 on the month. Down 31.6 on the month, and down 33.6 on the year. Algorand is up 2.1% on the day, 0% change on the hour, down 4% on the week, down 20.9 on the month, but up 44.9 on the year. Tron is up 7%. Pith is up 3.5. Augur, Airdrone, actually, Airdrone Financial is up 10.3 on the day, 32.8 on the week, down 0.7 on the month, down 14.1 on the year, up 1.4 on the hour. Cubic is up 1.8. Gala's up 2.4. Quant is up 0.9. Litecoin is up 3.4. XRP is up 2.8 on the day, 0.5 on the hour, 1.1 on the week, 14.9% down on the month, and 382% up on the year. Solana is up 1.2 on the day, 0%, okay, 0.1 on the hour, down 3% on the week, down 15.6% on the month and up 6% on the year. SUI is up 3.2 on the day, down 0.5 on the hour. For the week, it is down 6.2. For the month, it is down 33.7, and for the year, it is up 11.4. So definitely some good buying opportunities here. And of course, the ZBCN, the Zebec Network for the Zebecians and the Pirates and the Zebec Millionaires and the ZBCN Warriors and the ZBCN Army. Let's go. Is up 1.3 on the hour, 2.8 on the day, down 22.1 on the week, down 11.1 on the month, but still up 263 for the year. Currently, we're at the 0037. So let's look at what is actually I like to do live coin watch first. Live coin watch says we're up 1.14 on the hour, 2.33 on the day, down 3.15 for the week, down 11.17 on the month, 21.05 for the 90 days, but still up 277.9 for the year. Max supply is 100 billion. Market cap is 357. Coin market cap saying the market cap is 345.7 million at up 2.4%. We're at the 0036, 2.44 in 24 hours. 24-hour trading volume is 12.5, down 2.02%. So that's weird. There were also talks of Zebec in the ETF today. Now, we don't know if it is RWA ETF or the Zebec ETF. You see, we'll keep you posted as information is released. Shout out to Deepak is everywhere, man. A lot of talk about future ETF here. Definitely a lot of talk about the ETF. And we're going to get to that as well. So we'll start with X. So on X, Crypto Queen, if a ZBCN gets a new listing in November, history says buckle up. When new exchange list, wait, when new exchange opens a floodgate, supply shock meets visibility. Let's look at what happens to others. Solana 2021, 480% after Binance and FTX listing. Gala 2021, 870% after Coinbase and Binance listing. Arbitron 2023, 320% after major CEX rollouts, which is centralized exchange. Ordinary 2024, 540% after Binance and OKX. Now apply that to ZBCN at the 0039. Up 320%. That'll take us to 1 cent. Up 480% will take us to 2 cents. Up 540% will take us to 2.5 cents. Up 870% will take us to 3.7 cents. And that's without factoring in Bitcoin momentum towards 150, 188 billion ZBCN already staked tight supply. MasterCard plus zero hash integrations going live. not factored in the super app compliance, NBA ads, etc. If multiple listings drop in early November, ZBCN next leg could mirror the same historical patterns or outpace them. We already know Robinhood, Coinbase, and Binance plan on listing. My guess is it'll be soon, if not Q1 2026. This isn't hype. This is what the data shows when real infrastructure meets fresh liquidity. And I like it. If you like it, I love it. Let's go. So, what up? What's going on, fam? Worst case, I'm thinking 3 cents to 7 cents by end of year and 10 cents to 50 cents by Q1, Q2 2026 for ZBCN. True, 65, 64.7, false 16%. Of course, the haters are there. Not bullish enough, 19%. So why are you even voting? MasterCard to pour, I think that's 2 billion into crypto industry with new acquisition of Zero Hash. And I was looking for Zero Hash. Is that actually a cryptocurrency or is that a index? If you know, type it in the comments. If you know, you know, and let me know. Actually, this is an article. I'm tripping. Guess we can look this one up as well. Back to the X. Earn ZBCN rewards with Uphold Cashback Direct Deposit Program. Through Uphold's Direct Deposit Program, users in the U.S. can earn ZBCN, XRP, and World Mobile Token rewards every time your paycheck lands, paid directly into their Uphold accounts. Get on your next check. Deposit there's bill direct exchange comes 125 million in 3 days. Solana and ZBCN is built on it. Hands within the epicenter of capital market welcomes Solana community. Bitwise Invest celebrates the launch of the Bitwise Solana staking ETF. B Solana or B Sol. I need to look at that actually. What is this? B Sol. October market review trending. I think we're back. We're back. Why it keeps glitching out? Like that's weird. Let me see here. Yeah, I think we're back. Okay, we are back. So top gainers is oh wow, Zebec's not even on here. Why did I even post this? Top trending project. Zebec is there. So it's not in the top gainers, which is weird. Moving forward. So this is We Are Dancing Happy Halloween. I love the thriller. If you like it, I love it. Let's go. Let me see. Might have too many windows open here. This is the direct deposit cashback program. Post that. Actually, it's already there. You can click on the link. Trying to see some information. Actually, here we go. For qualified deposits, 4% cashback rewards shall be paid to XRP. 6% cashback reward paid out the following: 4% XRP capped at $500 per calendar year. 2% paid, 1% ZBCN, and 1% World Mobile Token, combined up to $50 per calendar year of ZBCN and World Mobile Tokens. So close that boy out as well. This is we are here, ZBCN Pirates. And this is we are ZBCN Elite. Are you using the list as ZBCN Rich List, or there another one out there? This is the one we're using. So we know that. I'm pretty sure we looked at this several times. Hash is a stable coin. Zero Hash is a stable coin issue, I believe. We'll look that up as well. New ZBCN video up. Thank you, Pirates, and your continual support. This is the ZBCN super app drop soon, and it's about to electrify your wallet. Streaming payments unleashed. Pay salaries second by second. Drip royalties to creators, or tip streaming in real time using ZBCN money. Doesn't wait, it flows like lightning across the globe. Multi-chain denominations, Solana speed, Ethereum muscle, Binance chain firepower. Plug into all major chains in one tap. Swap, bridge, and flex across the ecosystem without breaking a sweat. Near financial power grid cards, wallets, and DeFi vaults and payroll streams all charged in a single app. No more juggling, just pure, uninterrupted current. Future is coming, and it's streaming live. Interesting. This is why I'm always buying ZBCN dip or no dip. I see your future. Institutional partners, Bayer Capital, JP Morgan, Visa. Strategic tech partners, Chainlink and Roar, Payroll, HR Tech, PayBridge, SPS, WageLink. Strategic partners, Circle, Plaid, and Tropic. Web3 blockchain partners, Solana and Base. Zebec cards, Visa, Zebec Black, and MasterCard. And this is, let's see here, the crew can frightfully unbreakable band of blockchain buccaneers plundering the Zebec seas with ghostly grit. Zebec for life. Crypto is a culture coat, not a moment in time. There's approximately 94 billion Zebec Network coins available for purchase based on the current circulation, which is part of the total supply of 100 billion. Exact number can fluctuate as more tokens are unlocked from their locked state. And I'll have that on the site. I'm not reading through all of this. Dang it. Got lost in the sauce there. That was the cashback. I think we're here. So this is Crypto Queen. We're going to look at this video in a second. This is my main man, Caesar. One Billy is the gold The op is for this happening with the Black Swan. Prepare now, save, save, save. Weekly time frame. The potential reversal zone on the chart, 4x from the lows in April. Current support in July, golden pocket support in place. Altcoins all over the place right now, but assets like Zebec are holding their shape. Crucial for long-term sentiment once QE returns. By the way, Zebec brothers and sisters, we can't think small about crypto. 1 billion coins is the target. We don't exit entirely. We go in deeper in the abyss of Zebec. When the opportunity presents itself, this is the pathway to become the crypto institutional investor. This is the only way to change the world surrounding us. Think big. It's actually pretty interesting. This is Swing. What up, fam? Been silently loading the gym. Getting hard to ignore these price points. Steadily, lads, back at tired and true golden pocket. Bull dividends on RSI MFI. RSI MFI trends line breaking out. Price trend line trending. You think the bull market's over, so you feel like selling support. Same bullish setup repeating during the max fear. I'm buying. Are you? Definitely. Let's not think like other crypto communities waiting on institutional money. Have to save your beloved ZBCN. How dare you? We become that inferior. Um, we see its potential. We, the community, must plant ourselves deep at the base when the prices fall. He's right. We need to go ahead and snatch it up while we can, guys, before these guys come in and buy it all the way up. The next financial revolution isn't coming with hype, it's being built in silence. Fidelity shifting treasuries onto Solana, FIC wiring USDC into banks, Zebec Network, ZBCN streaming the liquidity in real time. These aren't random moves, these are pieces of the same systems forming a global network where money never stops moving. So this is crypto gold, and this is the actual article. So this is the hitting conversions, how Fidelity, Solana, and FIC are quietly building rails for Zebec's real-time financial revolution. Uh, Shout out to Joseph. This analysis is a speculative, forward-looking, not official partnership between the Zebec FIC or Fidelity has been confirmed. However, all structural signs point towards convergence where financial, traditional finance, blockchain, infrastructure, and programmable payments inevitably meet. The future may not unfold overnight, but the fundamentals are already being poured. Pieces of the puzzle. If you listen closely, you can almost hear it, the hum of something big forming beneath the surface of global finance. Not another bull run, not another meme coin cycle, something quieter, more deliberate. It sounds like traditional finance, TradFi, and Web3 infrastructure finally beginning to harmonize through partnerships, integration, and shared rails that most of the world haven't noticed yet. The project that began as a payroll real-time payment protocol in Solana is sitting in the intersection of giants. Fidelity Investments and FIS Global Circle and a rapidly institutionalizing Solana ecosystem. This isn't just a story of single blockchain, it's the story of an emerging architecture for real-time programmable money. Why Fidelity Solana Treasury push can be the real connector to Zebec. Every major shift in finance begins with a quiet structural change, the kind that doesn't trend on social media but moves billions behind the scenes. Fidelity's latest step towards on-chain treasuries on Solana might be exactly that. When Fidelity's first filed for a spot Solana ETF early this year, most observers treated it as just another crypto exposure product, a way for investors to ride Solana's price action. But insiders recognized something deeper. Fidelity wasn't simply offering access to Solana, it was beginning to build on Solana. According to reports from CoinDesk and Crypto Economist, Fidelity's internal treasury division has been experimenting with tokenized money market funds and short term treasuries that could operate on public blockchains. And Solana's speed, efficiency, and low transaction cost made it ideal for testing grounds. If those instruments go live, it means one of the world's largest asset managers could be settling cash equivalent assets natively on the Solana rails. That subsidy and systematic shift because Zebec Network was designed for precisely that environment. Zebec's architecture thrives where value can move instantly and continuously. It is real time payroll, streaming payments, and automated disbursement tools depends on three ingredients: low latency block space, high liquidity, institutional trust, and underlying chains. Solana already delivers the first. Fidelity on-chain treasury initiative could provide the second and third. If a firm managing more than 5 trillion in assets begins parking tokenized treasuries or funds shared on Solana, Zebec instantly gains access to a deeper, more conservative liquidity base, one capable of supporting corporate payroll, vendor settlements, and cross-border remittance in real time. Treasuries belong where settlement is instantaneous because the writing on the wall it is inevitable. One conservative capital parks on the same chain as the payment logic. You stop building value, you start using it. It's hard to overstate what this means. Treasury managements, once bound by daily cutoffs and end of the month reconciliations, would become a living process. Capital could flow continuously between counterparts, and cash on hand could be streamed to where it's needed most. Fidelity moves efficiently, normalizing Solana's institutional finance, while FIC and Circle are wiring the same network for real time stablecoin settlements. Zebec sits in the center of the convergence, the logic layer turning liquidity into motion. Nothing is confirmed yet. Fidelity hasn't announced a direct integration with Zebec, but the direction is clear. Fidelity is building institutional trust on the Solana network. FIC is layering the stablecoin pipes in the banking system, and Zebec is proving what programmable virtual payments look like on rails, and liquidity finally meets. So, if this is possible, right? If they're saying they're doing liquidity payments on Solana using Zebec, and if they're able to do this without having to reconcile, that means that they will be able to move large amounts of money that will be balanced. So if you're able to move these amounts of money and you're balancing the accounts, you'll be able to continuously keep these accounts balanced, which means you'll be able to move money all the time, right? A lot of times people can't move money because they have to balance the accounts. So at the end of the month, they do these large reconciliations, right? I've been in financial services and fintech for over 10 years. And I know one of the biggest headaches is you have to balance the accounts at the end of the month, right? You got to reconcile to make sure your millions and billions of dollars balance out because you don't want to go too far negative and you don't want to give somebody too much money, right? You want to make sure what you're moving balances out. And if these guys can do it instantaneously, that means they can keep moving money. Uh, Thank you, Cozy, for reposting the stream. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit your main man up with a super chat. It's the end of the month, guys, and I got to reconcile my own accounts, right? Just trying to keep the lights on BTM Crypto News Network, guys. I'm trying to keep the power and keep the stream going. We still have time to buy at these low prices. Who's accumulating here? Peter Gunn, it should be everybody, right? You better get it while it's cheap because I suspect next month we're going to start pushing hard. Once the government opens back up next month and things start flowing, I think things are going to keep pushing and we are going to not come back. What's good, BTM? Looks like we're still getting emotional sellers here at the 0036. Of course, we're going to keep getting those paper hands, Peter. People are going to jump out because they don't see the value or they were just in it to get rich quick. And the true people like us are going to be in it to win it, right? So, I mean, I don't mind the paper hands, right? I want, sorry, I don't mind getting in cheap and buying it cheaper because we're not going anywhere anyway. So, if the price dips, it can keep dipping and we can keep buying it low and keep dollar cost averaging, right? Silver Days, my main man Tony T is in the building. Crypto Clay is in the house. Solana paid 25 million to get their product out to Western Union to use. It will not end well. Western Union will be out of business before they get to 1 billion with Solana. Mark my words. I was thinking so too. Like, why would they try to pull Western Union in? But I think Western Union is just trying to stay in business, right? As things progress, everyone's trying to keep their hands into blockchain that didn't get in early. But like I know, sometimes if you're tardy to the party, you're going to miss the party. Payment giant MasterCard reportedly will be acquiring startup Zero Hash in another move, position itself in the digital asset industry. MasterCard will be paying between 1.5 billion with a B and 2 billion for the stablecoin infrastructure firm. Reports Fortune citing 5 anonymous people involved in the deal. The deal's not 100% confirmed and may fall through, but could end up being MasterCard's biggest bet on stablecoins. Earlier this week, stablecoin firm Circle said it had officially launched the testnet for its own chain, ARC. While it's designed to serve as an economic operating system for the internet, MasterCard was one of over 100 companies from finance, tech, and payment sectors that participated in the Layer 1 launch. Other companies included Visa, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Apollo, and BYN Mellon. In MasterCard's August earnings call, CEO Ryan signaled the stable coins were additive to its payment network rather than a threat, as many have suggested. Of course, they're adding, because these guys are positioning themselves to not get left out of the market, guys. A lot of people aren't understanding things are changing and moving. So if you're not moving, you're getting left behind. Yes, Western Union is predatory, and that is the old way to move money. XRP, Zebec is the future. But yeah, these guys got to do something because they don't want to get left out, Clay. So they got to appear to be still in the process because if they don't, they're going to get left behind, right? They're not moving and shaking. movers and shakers are going to keep pushing. Yeah, Western Union is probably on the way out as well. Master, let's see. And as to stable coins, we see this is another currency. We also see it's an additive to the network with opportunities for us to provide on and off ramps from fiat to stablecoin to partners like advice with advice. What? And wallets to bring interoperability, bring relevant services, bring global reach and trust. The specific use cases with new technology, we always embrace innovation. Of course you do, because you don't want to get left behind. So many people are getting in blockchain. You got to get involved or you're going to get left behind. They are blockbusters of money movers. Yeah, but these guys got to get involved because they don't get involved, they're going to get left behind. We know that and they know that. They're just not saying it because they know things are moving. So let's look at the coin market cap. Then we'll look at this video for these ETFs. So market cap is 3.6 trillion, 1.7 for the total crypto market cap. Coin market cap top 20 is 234, up 2.49%. Fear and greed index, we're back over in fear. Altcoin season is going up to 32 from 31. I think it went up one. And average crypto RSI is going to oversold. So that's what's pulling the price down. But let's check this video real quick so we can close this one out. Exactly right.
Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the ETF speculation that's been.
Wait, is this the one? Yeah, this is it. Let me see. Dang it, I hate when it recycles the freaking video, man.
The next Solana level moonshot might already be sitting under every.
Yes, this guy. It was this one. Dang it.
Here on a current spaces with.
Trying to find. He was talking about actual.
He mentioned their.
Here we go.
Yeah. Now,
Had him say
Zebec
too long to
Network
come up.
special and something to be considered in the future for like an ETF. So I did some digging here and I said, so 5 reasons Zebec Network could get an ETF. Strategic partnerships and institutional integration. Yeah, that's it. Like if institutional partners are interested in what you're doing, then that is a game changer. So Zebec's developing partnerships with major financial players such as Ripple and hints at swift integrations create institutional interest and make Zebec more appealing for ETF inclusion. Yeah. So like all that makes Zebec interesting from like a partnership perspective. Institutions like MasterCard, Codapay, Deutsche Bank, Circle, the Uphold partnership, Assure, which is traded on the Nasdaq, Solana, you name it, and all these other payroll type of partnerships that makes this project attractive. And then it says, from a compliance perspective, they're doing everything they can in the US. And then with Europe, it says, including the EU's MICA framework and UK's FCA, and has acquired companies specializing in KYC, etc. So they're trying to be regulated and be compliant at the same time. And that's kind of some of the requirements to be an ETF. And Zebec has that. Exploring network growth and liquidity. Zebec has experienced rapid user and holder growth over 87,000 holders with significant token buyback program funded by real value and backing from major exchanges like Uphold. Uphold holds a huge bag of ZBCN, and this strong partnership is everything. And then the strong buyback program with the debit cards and all those debit cards, whether it's the black card, silver card, carbon card, or the custom cards, all those cards are continuing to be released out there. And you need ZBCN to kind of make everything go. So this is pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, and then technical movement and market performance, ZBCN's recent price surges and sustained bullish momentum backed by solid technical indicators and resistance support structures help attract investor attention. So yeah, so from a technical perspective, we need to continue on with the momentum. So getting back up to that 0.007 point, getting up to a penny, and then beyond, getting up to like 10 cents. We need those strong indicators and volumes to be attractive to be an ETF candidate. And I've said this is $1 billion plus project. So getting over $1 billion market cap and increasing that, that would put Zebec Network in the conversation for an ETF. So all those factors are played in. And real world use case. Zebec is its bread and butter is payroll. So payroll is the bread and butter. That's like the foundation, and allowing employees to be paid by the second in stable coins and USDC, and then the Euro stablecoin. But it says Zebec's acquisitions and expansion into practical use cases such as a crypto payments for education and research. We've talked about that before with the science card in the UK and kind of having those relationships with the UK universities is giving it purpose. Remittance transfer payments does that. Payroll. And it says plus compliance, technology, demonstrate long-term scalability and relevance. Factors that make an asset fundamentally attractive for institutional ETF. Yeah, and then also with ZBCN, we have, again, like we mentioned, we have the debit cards. We have to factor that in. We have to factor in the super app. So the super app will be coming on soon, and again, you'll be able to get streams in your super app and potential staking and rewards. Sky's the limit for that, but that essentially will be kind of everything. And it says Zebec Pay uses blockchain speed, security, and efficiency to power everyday financial activities like salaries, bill payments, budget tracking, integrated with global payment networks. It is a core part of Zebec's financial ecosystem. Yeah, and see, this is a real world asset what Zebec Network is trying to do. They're literally putting salaries on a blockchain, and you can pay bills, etc. But this is kind of the crux of what could happen with the super app. Yeah, and they got the little button down here for rewards and stuff like that. And let's see. Yeah, we already talked about what makes the crypto project attractive for ETF consideration. Again, regulatory clarity, network liquidity and volume, ecosystem adoption and utility. Yep, right. You got to have utility, risk management, institutional integration, and partnerships. And there's been like so many different institutions interested in Zebec Network. Like we mentioned before, they have backing from Circle, they have backing from Coinbase, Solana Ventures, Buyer Capital, Lightspeed Venture Partners. When you have that type of interest, that lets me know that they're seeing something. They're seeing something in this project. So this is a gem that is under a penny, like we've mentioned before. And as long as Zebec can deliver on tangible items, and again, they said they're going to launch that super app in December, then it's essentially game over. Let's go real quick and look at what the community is saying real quick. Let's see if we can look at some community information. Zachary writes, ZBCN for life. Crypto is a culture. It's a culture cult and not a moment in time. And he goes on to say there are approximately
So we did see the video or the community already. Let me see. So what do you guys think about the ETF section of that video? And also about the points he made. Do you think Zebec has a good chance to get ETFs in 2026? I think it is a good use case for ETFs, and I think they're currently working on them. I think it is a good chance and very good opportunity for a Zebec and the ETFs. I want to see what this guy's talking about with these Coinbase listings real quick. We glitched out for a minute, but we are back because we're doing it all live. So let's see here. The listing whispers. Actually, this is only a 4-minute video. I guess we'll give it a try and see. Actually, no, let me try this Coinbase part and we can come back to the yeah, we'll start with the Coinbase part.
Overnight. And, finally, the Red Piranha again dropped a nuclear tweet, Zebec ETF dropping 2026. Yes, you heard that right, an ETF focused on Zebec's ecosystem, its RWA infrastructure and real-time DeFi streams. Combine that with Zebec's 0.0037 price point right now. And you've got a micro cap with macro potential. 400% pumps? Maybe conservative. If Zebec delivers on payroll plus ISO 2022 plus ETF hype, we could be talking life-changing upside. So here's the big picture, fam. Zebec isn't just a token. It's a financial operating system. From 11T payroll rails to MasterCard partnerships, Coinbase connections, and ISO 2022 alignment, this project is sitting on a gold mine. The PayFi era is here, and ZBCN is leading the charge. What do you think? Is Zebec the next Solana? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more bullish updates, because the next few months could be massive for Zebec holders. And remember, this chart shy financial advice. Always do your own research. Catch you tomorrow on Gold Rush Crypto Daily, where we turn eyes into the upcoming ISO 2022 Global Financial Messaging Standard. We're talking Ripple, Chainlink, Circle, Uphold, World Mobile, Algorand, Stellar, Deutsche Bank's All Unity, and more, all potentially working through Zebec's Clarity framework. That means real-time, regulated global payrolls powered by blockchain. Imagine cross-border wages in XRP, USDC, or EUR stablecoins, all settled in seconds with full transparency. This is how Zebec becomes the PayFi hub for the entire ISO 2022 financial system. And speaking of adoption, one eagle-eyed tracker, Onyx on 8088, noticed Coinbase wallets holding over 5 billion ZBCN tokens transferred just hours ago. That's got the community buzzing that a Coinbase listing could drop any day. Historically, pre-listing accumulation like this has signaled huge institutional interest. If Coinbase lists Zebec, we're looking at liquidity, visibility, and legitimacy all exploding overnight. And, finally, the Red Piranha again dropped a nuclear tweet, Zebec ETF dropping 2026. Yes, you heard that right, an ETF focused on Zebec's ecosystem, its RWA infrastructure and real-time DeFi streams. Combine that with Zebec's 0.0037 price point right now. And you've got a micro cap with macro potential. 400% pumps? Maybe conservative. If Zebec delivers on payroll plus ISO 2022 plus ETF hype, we could be talking life-changing upside. So here's the big picture, fam. Zebec isn't just a token. It's a financial operating system. From 11T payroll rails to MasterCard partnerships, Coinbase connections, and ISO 2022 alignment, this project is sitting on a gold mine. The PayFi era is here, and ZBCN is leading the charge. What do you think? Is Zebec the next Solana? Drop your thoughts.
I don't know how it says Zebec can be the next Solana. It's kind of weird. I think it's its own thing, which is kind of weird. But I think any quality project will have an ETF in the future. You're right, Clay, because I did see where they're making it easier to get your ETF approved. They're removing a lot of the restrictions and the regulation behind it. So definitely see where there will be a lot of ETFs getting approved in the future. Did the AI just say Coinbase bought 4 billion Zebec? Dang. I wish I would have saw that before I closed the video. We're gonna have to go back and check that. Actually, did anybody hear that? That's a good question, Clay. I didn't for sure hear that, but we can definitely go back and check. Definitely have to confirm that. I don't know offhand. I was listening, but wasn't really listening. And I think with the AI, I think they confirmed. Actually, we can check chat. If it's on here, it should be on chat, right? What is this guy? Let me see. Let's check Caesar. See if I can pull it up on chat while we're listening to Caesar.
Talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 31st day of October, and here we are sitting at about $0.0038 with 8 hours and 48 minutes left in the day. Up, baby, you're up. Up 6%. We love to see it. Finding support at the same areas that you've consistently found support before. We take a little low here to a little high there, and boom, right off the golden ratio. You're above the 382. You look good. I think if today closes here or higher, that is a higher low, and you will not go below that low, and you will progress higher and proceed to higher prices over the coming days and weeks and months, certainly. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We'll zoom back out, but this is good. This is looking good. I actually want to look at this with some volume real quick. We're doing significant things. Yeah. Not a lot of volume, but that's okay. That is okay. On Bybit too. Is there any other exchanges that we should know about? Kraken, Bitget, Crypto.com. Not really. Not really. Bybit's probably got the most volume. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Zooming in here. Zooming on in. But again, Zebec, it does this thing where it looks like it has low volume on Bybit, but if we look at ZBCN, $11.9 million. I guess on a 350, I guess it's not that high, is it? It is pretty low volume, to be fair. Whatever. You're being boring. You're being boring. You're figuring yourself out, right? All the people, if we think about it like this, all the people who've wanted to buy or sell in this range, they've had ample opportunity to do so. So there's probably less volume here, right? Because anyone who wanted to buy or sell here, they had ample opportunities to do so already. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, zooming in, it's not like bad volume. It's just not desirable. It's kind of not, it's non-desirable volume. But typically when you're in a consolidation phase, you break out once you see points of very low volume. Okay. Very nice recovery. Lovely to see this. Okay. Absolutely lovely. From a low to a high here, you went down to your 1414. Perfect reversal, man. Looks great. Yeah. I'm pretty confident this is the low, you guys. Love it. Love it. The 1 hour RSI is getting overbought after getting oversold, so expressing some volatility, which I don't think anybody would disagree there. Getting overbought in the stochastics, and you're staying overbought more consistently than you were when you were oversold, so that's nice, showing some strength. And the MACD is also building strength, getting above the zero on the 1 hour oscillators here, so that's awesome to see. 4 hour time frame, zooming out a little bit more, we've got, man, look at that perfect rejection off the oversold zone, holding this level very well, back above the 50, looking to get overbought. Good thing. Stochastics look like you want to go higher. The MACD just crossed green. you've got this overall bullish trajectory with your oscillators. You're going to cross above the zero here, right? Whenever you get above the zero on the 4-hour, typically you do go through a consolidation phase, and then it's that next movement up that really drives the prices higher. So this is a bit more of a, let's say, a prolonged consolidation phase than what I was expecting, but I would expect this next move, what you're in the process of right now, will likely be bigger than what you saw here. So if you were to just take a replica, from a low to a high of this movement here and put it there, I would think that we are destined to go above 0046 with this movement right here, specifically probably over the next couple of days, if not even today. Who knows? This thing moves fast when it wants to. I mean, we've been at this level before, and then 3-4 hour periods later, we're all the way up there at 2046. So first 4-hour candle of tomorrow, we really could be at 0046. But that's the next kind of target area that I'm looking at there, from a high here to a low. We're not going to take the scam wick low right from the 10th. We're just going to take the low, the actual low here. 00438, 00454. That would be your technical next target with the golden ratio there. But again, you could really pass that. Oh man, and oftentimes whenever you do, oftentimes, let me reiterate this. Let me say this, okay? Whenever you move up and you find resistance to the golden ratio, or you move up to the golden ratio, oftentimes the first interaction, which from the high here to the low, you have not interacted with the golden ratio yet. Okay. The first interaction almost always provides resistance, like 60, 70, 80% of the time, depending on the situation. Whenever you have an interaction with the 0.5 like this, before the golden ratio, this ups the chances that you break through the golden ratio and you go to the 786, 886. So much so that I would say where it's like a 60.
Okay, Clay, I think I found that video. So let's go back and check to see what he said. My man?
Dropping 2026. Yes, you heard that right. An ETF focused on Zebec's ecosystem, its RWA infrastructure, and real-time DeFi streams. Combine that with Zebec's 0.0037 price point right now, and you've got a micro cap with macro potential. 400% pumps? Maybe conservative. If Zebec delivers on payroll plus ISO 2022 plus ETF hype, we could be talking life-changing upside. So here's the big picture, fam. Zebec isn't just a token. It's a financial operating system. From 11T payroll rails to MasterCard partnerships, Coinbase connections, and ISO 2022 alignment, this project is sitting on a gold mine. The PayFi era is here, and ZBCN is leading the charge. What do you think? Is Zebec the next Solana? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found
I think he just said 400%. What'd you say? 4 billion? I think he just said, yeah, 400% there. I don't see, unless we missed it. To go back and watch the whole thing. Let's finish this with Caesar real quick.
The 80% chance that you stop here on the first attempt.
Oh man, hold up.
this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more bullish updates, because the next few months could be massive for Zebec holders. And remember, this chart site financial advice. Always do your own research. Catch you tomorrow on Gold Rush Crypto Daily, where we turn market noise into crypto gold.
I can run it back and see.
This has been a long.
Go back to Caesar, finish his
With
analysis.
this kind of interaction, it's more like a 50% chance that you stop here, 50% chance that you break through. So it's really a flip of a coin. I'm personally under the impression that we do see prices that are up here. You break above this point here, you're breaking out of this overall consolidation phase. I don't think you're going to break out of this consolidation phase just to get a little oomph right there. I think you're going to go up to where you found resistance before. That makes sense to me. So something at 00476 to 005 is the next target. And being on a 4-hour time frame, I mean, you should be there within the coming days. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? It's going to happen fast. This thing moves fast, you guys. Again, we look back in time at this area. I mean, you move up fast, you move down pretty slow, with the exception of the 10th. 4-hour time frame, the RSI looks great, stochastics look great, MACD looks great. Love it, love all of it. Actually, the MACD, to be fair, doesn't look great, but it's shaping up to look great. Just this overall trend in the oscillator helps it look good. This interaction here, I just would expect that your next drive pushes the oscillators past this, which again probably promotes a stronger move. Here, when you have the oscillators push past this level, this move was stronger than this move, right? That's all I'm trying to say. Looking at the daily time frame here, the RSI is perfect, bouncing at the same area that it's bounced before, bouncing right off the 40. We love it. Stochastics are weird. We already know that I have a problem with the stochastics, but whatever. You know, to be completely fair, you do have a trajectory that you're respecting, so maybe that's where it's coming in. It's just you don't typically find support right here, do you? Like there's no real times that you actually find support right there, boom, but then you went lower. You know what I mean? It's kind of odd, but whatever. It works. Not gonna, it doesn't mean you can't. It's not that you can't find support here. It's just it's odd, but with the reaction, with the results that we're seeing now, I think it would be odd to be anything but bullish, my friends. Anything but bullish. The MACD is providing bullish divergence too. Look at that. Hey, that's nice. That is nice, guys. Oh, maybe not. We have a slightly lower low. Oh, it's so sad. Almost had bullish divergence, but no cigar. That's okay though. You can see that the momentum is shifting from bearish to bullish, right? Here you had bearish momentum building, you got rid of your bullish divergence, but you still flipped and moved higher, so I wouldn't be surprised in the least if that's what we were doing here with a move that takes you up to about 0047 or higher, right? Something like this, right there. If we zoom out, we look at this on a 3-day time frame, I think at this point it's pretty obvious. I was going to say it's pretty obvious that you're breaking out of this consolidation phase, but maybe not. I thought the consolidation phase was this for the longest time, right? This is what we thought, was that it was this. But looking at it now, because I just haven't looked at it, I thought that we'd broken out of it and just had an ugly breakup. But really looking at it now, I suppose we're more in like this kind of consolidation. Okay, which is fine, whatever. So we won't be breaking out of it there, but we are certainly thinking about breaking out of it. Whenever the time comes to break out, we'd probably be getting, once we're above about 0052, we're breaking out of this zone and going to the promised land that is anywhere from 3 cents to 7.7 cents. And we throw 3 cents on there. Isn't it funny, right? For such a long time throughout this range, 2 cents was what 3 cents is now, right? It was something that we just threw on there just as like a kind of courtesy to the pessimistic outcome. It's a courteous thought that we could stop at 3 cents. We used to be bullish. 3 to 4.5 cents was the top end of the range. Now it's the low end. 3 cents is just the courteous estimate. 4.4 cents is the minimum. 7.7 cents is the maximum. That's where you're going, likely between now and the end of the year, if not the end of November. We can move very fast, absolutely. And with this pent-up aggression you could definitely be up there by the end of November, if not early December. We really could be at prices that are at 10 cents or higher by the end of the year, but that might be reserved for sometime in January, and that's fine if it is. I think a lot of people, just like thinking about the psychology of human beings, and myself even, right? There's like this non-discussed, discussed as in like discussion. There's a non-agreed upon thought, I think, for everybody, that the end of the year is going to be the end of the cycle, or that there's going to be, if we move from here until whatever time, it would be the end of the year, right? I think that the end of this next move is really going to be in January. So
shout out to Caesar. And this is I asked chat the question. Can't find any credible evidence Coinbase bought 4 billion Zebec tokens. Zebec is a token protocol, real-time payments on the blockchain. The official Coinbase site shows that Zebec Network's not tradable on Coinbase. No public announcement or known press release indicates Coinbase made a purchase of 4 billion tokens. Also, circulating supply of Zebec is 94 billion tokens out of the maximum 100 billion. So as far as now, this claim seems unverified, likely false, or at least not publicly confirmed. You like, I can dig deep into on-chain wallets, blockchains, explorers. If there is a wallet that matches Coinbase custody, larger transfer, would you like to check that? Sure. We want to see if it's actually going to do it. And I think, yeah, we lost that video. And this is another AI video. I don't know if we even want to look at that. But while he's checking the wallets, I guess let's run this real quick.
Global regulation, from whales to retail panic, this is where complex stories been trading for years or just started learning what blockchain really means. This channel helps you understand the forces driving the market. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into the facts that matter today. So here's what's happening. This system launched back in March 2025, and honestly, it's a massive game changer for how global payments work. You can walk into a coffee shop in London, buy a gadget in Tokyo, or book a flight in Dubai, and pay with your stablecoins as easily as you'd use your bank card. No middlemen, no waiting for exchanges to clear, no hidden charges. It's instant spending power. And this isn't just about convenience, it's about financial freedom. People in countries dealing with unstable currencies or restrictive banking systems can now transact globally with nothing more than a card and a wallet of stablecoins. This is where crypto's real-world use case becomes impossible to ignore. About this content is for informational purposes only and not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in crypto. Now here's where things get really interesting. Zebec has integrated Zero Hash, a name you've probably heard floating around in fintech circles. They're the invisible force behind compliant crypto payroll systems, real-time swaps between fiat and crypto, and stablecoin-powered payment rails. To give you an idea of how big this is, Zero Hash provides the same infrastructure that Walmart's OnePay system uses. That's not a small deal. We're talking about enterprise-grade technology built for scalability and compliance. Zebec is tapping into that backbone to power global, real-time payment systems for contractors, freelancers, and gig workers. Think about how broken traditional payroll is. Delays, high transaction fees, banking restrictions, and now compare that to instant blockchain-based payment streaming that settles in seconds. Zebec and Zero Hash together are unlocking billions of dollars in efficiency for global payroll and pay.
So here's what chat came up with. Short answer, I checked on-chain data and public explorers. They're all Coinbase labeled Solana deposits, custody wallets that hold ZBCN. But I found no public evidence that Coinbase bought exactly 4 billion ZBCN. Very large addresses holding billions of ZBCN are not clearly labeled Coinbase, as if they would clearly label it. And public explorers, they look like big rich list addresses. While addresses are labeled Coinbase hold much smaller ZBC amounts. What I found most important item, Solana page, explorers for ZBCN exist. Chronicle account, rich list holders, scanners show top ZBN holders with billions of tokens, listed 19.7 billion. The large address not obviously labeled as Coinbase by these services. On-chain Explorer's results public address page shows addresses with large GBCN balances. Various explorers reports multiple billion balances for top addresses. Fellow scans contain some Coinbase labeled deposits, hot wallet addresses that do hold ZBCN, but balances visible for those labeled Coinbase accounts are tiny compared to billions. Example, Coinbase 2 holds 285K ZBCN in a snippet. In other words, Coinbase wallets do hold ZBCN, but not at the multi-billion scale that rich list addresses show, at least not under label that publicly identify them as Coinbase. What are rich lists? What are you talking about? Community reports Reddit documents users who accidentally sent a Zebec to a Coinbase Solana deposit address and found the token sitting in the Coinbase owned wallet. These threads show Coinbase custody of some of the ZBCN, but are evidence of user deposits, not a Coinbase market buy. On-chain explorers show who holds which addresses, but they do not always prove who controls a user address unless the address is labeled by the explorer or public attribute. Larger holders can be custody, exchange, project treasuries, VC, venture wallets, or other custodians. You need a label or off-chain confirmation to be certain. There is currently no authorized press release, exchange filing, or Coinbase statement confirming Coinbase bought exactly 4 billion ZBCN. Media threads mention institutional custody. Some articles report Uphold custody of large amounts, which suggests other custodians may have large chunks. You can scan top 100 holders on chain, list which addresses are labeled Coinbase or other exchanges' custodies and their exact ZBCN balances. Don't make clear whether Coinbase labeled addresses hold 4 billion. Also check specific large addresses for attributes, exchange tags, known custody, trace large incoming transfers to see where they came from, project, treasuries, exchanges, and tokenomics. A quick top 10 scan that highlights any Coinbase label amounts recommended, specifically in the rich list addresses I can stand with, and other top 5 holders to try to identify their provenance. So I guess this keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't know, but I might check that out as well. But let me know what you guys think. And as always, I guess we're shutting it down. But let's get back to the monies, guys, and stay dangerous. And as always, have a happy and safe Halloween. Let me see. Let's do the quick. So we can see how much Coinbase is actually holding. So let's see. What up, Tony T? Definitely buy the dip, guys. Don't give up. Continue to diamond hand and hang in there and be patient. BTN will probably be a mixed basket for the ETF if one is coming. I think so too, but I think we'll have to wait and see. It might take some time, probably later next year, but thanks for the article, Joseph, Crypto God. Appreciate that, brother. And continue to crank them out, man. The more news we get, the more awareness we can pull in. So thanks for helping Zebec with the adoption and getting the word out. So yeah, just trying to get this query to come back and see what we get back from this. I'm anxious to see how much we get back from Coinbase. We will see here. Anytime. Thanks for sharing. Zebecians all the way. ZBCN. No problem. Well, done Aquarian. What the? Is that it? There's no answer? Oh, wow. Rich list checked. Solana result I found. Coinbase labeled Solana deposits, but only hold a small amount. ZBCN not anything close to 4 billion. The huge multi-billion Zebec address and top 10, 15 rich list are not labeled Coinbase or public explorers. CoinCap rich list shows top 10 holders, exact balances 19.7 billion. 18.2 billion. None of these rich list entries are marked Coinbase. Coinbase labeled amounts hold ZBCN, but only hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. To Solana, 284,000, 20,000. I found some roughly 300,000, 310,000. Not billions. No public evidence that Coinbase itself holds 4 billion and labeled Coinbase wallets. So I guess there's nothing here then. I can input compact tables for top 50 Zebec holders balances to mark which addresses are publicly labeled, exactly how many are publicly labeled, and paste results in top 50 table. I guess this will continue on and on. But again, thanks for joining, guys. And I'll keep playing around with this. If anything interesting pops, I'll post it. So continue to check the BTM Crypto News Network. And again, have a happy Halloween. Stay safe and continue to diamond hand, guys. Don't give up. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. BTM out.